Hi, my name is Mia. I'm an electric harpist in Greenpoint, Brooklyn, and I'm just going to start posting reviews of my equipment. This is for a great Made in America delay pedal. You can't see it because it's too sparkly. It's the Violetta by RedWitch. It's made, as I said, in the US and it's analog. It's perfect. The girly girl in me loves it because it looks like a box of fine jewelry. You open it up and then you have this gorgeous chrome pedal. It's a micro pedal. So the one thing I don't like about it is by design, is which these pots are very, very small, but it has a lithium battery that recharges, so you don't have to worry about 9 volts, which is really great. Voila. And I really love the shininess of it. I haven't gigged out with it yet, but I've recorded with it, and I've been very happy. The things I like about it are it does a great punchy bass line. And it also does open chords with a really gorgeous, going into the background delay. So I'll just do those two things for you. And I'll hook her up. Oh, my equipment. This is an older Camac. I like wood Camacs because wood has more resonance than carbon fiber always. And you can just hear a little bit of natural sound, which to me records better. And in the back here, I have a stripped out Ampeg, probably from like 1970. It's in a generic cabinet. It's the most basic tube amp you can get, and it works great for harp. It's 6L6s, power tubes, 5U4G, and a 12AX7, point-to-point wired. Your sound is gonna be better if you go with an analog tube amp, and of course everybody prefers ye old transistor amps because there's less maintenance, but the sound is so important in electronic music. Look at your guitar buddies and see how many amps they have, and that sort of is proof of the pudding. So I'm going to do some punchy bass lines first. Here's without the pedal. And here's with. So you have that little bit of trailing off into the atmosphere. For the chords, it gives it a little whang, but not so fond of it. And without. And you have to be careful with your settings. On this pedal, right now the repeat is at 11, the mix is at 12, the delay is at 9, the modulation is at 11. With the harp, I wouldn't recommend doing the modulation above 12 because then you just start getting a cycle. Like it just starts feeding back on the cycle, and I really prefer just pure amp feedback or, germanium transistor, but I'll show you the problem with, and I've just put up all my, and it just keeps going. You can hear the cycle, and this is with the repeat's only at 1, the mix is at 1, the modulation is at 3, the delay is only at 1, but there's no, it's almost like, then it keeps going and going, and bad. So, the delay, of course this is not designed for a harp, so it's not really a defect or anything wrong with it, but it gives, when I'm using it, I'll just play a little bit of the bass line. Now I've chalked up my delay to 1. Be very careful with your modulation, and for harp it just does, this is what it does best, is a punchy bass. Right hand in, it's sort of like can't really track as well, but it's a really good pedal. If you also just and if you take the delay just a little bit more, take off the mix, do the repeat more, you can get really nice open chords. It can do a couple of really good things if you're playing with singer-songwriters. It can make your bass do that one little note with the repeats in your bass, but be very careful with your settings and try it out loud before you go out and gig with it, because if you do that cycling thing, you will get fired, because you know, it's a badass world out there, and nobody, if they're trying to sing, they don't really want that usually. But I do a lot of noise music, so I don't have the temperament to really deal with a whole lot of singer-songwriters. So it's fine for someone like me. And at the price point, to get anything better, you really have to spend like $300 to $500 more. So at the end, I guess, for basic accompanying, I would give it probably, out of, if I were to say a 10, I'd give it about an 8 or a 9. For the price point, you can't really go wrong with it. To doing like crazy solo stuff with really fast moving notes, it doesn't track as well. But, you know, it's not really designed for an instrument that has the full range of a piano. Okay, well, my name's Mia Theodoratis, and that is my review of this amazing little pedal. And I have a website, and I have a new record for Electronic Harp coming out in September. It's going to be called Electric Silver Heartbreak. You know, it's a very personal, very sad record, but it has a lot of groovy effects on it. And have a great day.